Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of June 2024. Let's dive into it. We'll be using 2 decks today, and these decks were purchased thanks to Frank and Keith, the Capricorns, so big shout out to them. If you guys want to leave a donation to this channel, the link to that is in the description, and I appreciate all donations. They all go back into the channel in the form of new tarot decks, oracle decks, editing software, filming equipment, etc. So I just want to give a huge thank you to anyone who's ever left a donation. This channel does not make a ton of money at the time that I'm posting this, so those donations go a long way in keeping this channel alive and active. So Gemini, first card out for you is happiness. Oh, with the 2 dolphins. Oh my gosh, I really am seeing, oh my gosh, okay. I don't know why ankle bracelets and jewelry is coming to my mind. So some of you may be investing in jewelry, maybe receiving jewelry as a gift. I'm seeing like going out in the sun and getting tan, wearing jewelry. I don't know why jewelry is coming through. Like literally like I'm specifically seeing like a shell ankle bracelet or like necklace or something like that. And yeah, being at the beach with like wet hair and like sand on your skin and just feeling beautiful and glowing. And obviously I am aware that half of the world is in winter right now, or entering into winter. So maybe this message of being at beaches doesn't resonate with a lot of you, but it will resonate with a lot of Gemini folks. So you may be making a beach trip this month, very impromptu. I'm just seeing spending more time outside in general, honestly. And again, I'm getting this message of jewelry, so that's very fascinating. You know, I've had multiple people talk to me recently about creating a jewelry business. I don't know why. Like, I'm literally like 5 different people have been talking to me about selling jewelry, making jewelry, etc. And now it's coming through in your reading, so that's very fascinating. I'm wondering if a lot more divine feminine energy people, even divine masculine energy people, are getting more into self-adornment. So not even just jewelry, but like how you do your hair, tattoos, piercings, things like that. Some of you may be getting a piercing of some sort. Could be even something simple, just like your ears pierced. I mean, listen, I'm 25 and I don't even have my ears pierced, so could be anything. Self-adornment is happening. I'm seeing so much pleasure, like happiness, just going out and having a fun time in the sunlight, in whatever weather you're finding yourself in, at whatever location you're finding yourself in. So obviously that's a great first card to come out. And I'm seeing you really connecting on a deeper level with some of the people around you. Okay. I'm seeing rings. I'm seeing sizing someone or you getting sized for a ring. Some of you may be getting engaged. Oh, happy birthday, by the way, if it's your birthday. Or proposing. We see abundance. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of happiness here. A lot of beautiful changes taking place in your life. And just going with the flow of things. I'm seeing overall like optimism. My mind like clairvoyantly keeps flashing to like sun-kissed skin and like clear skin. Some of you may be drinking like juice or some sort of like cleansing tonic first thing in the morning. Your skin's looking really great. Also, what I found is swimming in like natural bodies of water, especially creeks and any body of water rich in minerals. Oh my gosh, it's so good for your skin and hair. And so there could be some natural body swimming for some of you. Oh my gosh, some of you may even be taking hair, nail, and skin supplements. Some of you may be taking prenatal vitamins. So if you're pregnant, congratulations. I am seeing like a glow about you physically, like a physical glow, but it's also a spiritual glow. Yeah, I feel like there's more abundance. I've been feeling this for the whole entire year, I'm telling you. Back in January, Pluto went into Aquarius, and I felt like the whole world went through a portal. And this portal, essentially, the people who benefited from secrets, from keeping other people in the dark, through abusing others, and using that abuse to reach their own heights, their own success. And if they went through that portal, this year, and I felt like this was around like January, February, and they're still in that energy. They're in a state of decay right now, okay? Whereas the people who have been suffering for many, many of the past years, who have been acting with integrity and not understanding why their hard work isn't paying off, you know, you're doing all of the right things, you're making all the right choices, you have good morals, so why isn't it paying off? Those people this year have been experiencing increasing amounts of abundance, increasing amounts of growth and success. And I honestly feel like for the next 20 years, any of you who resonate with that message of being that person who's been acting with integrity but not having the best of luck for the past few decades, I feel like it's your time to shine. Like, this is an era in the world where light workers and people with good morals and integrity are really going to thrive and grow and develop. And we're going to see this more and more and more in the media, in the news. People who have been benefiting from secrets, from abuse, from everything, they're going to be completely brought to light. And really, their life is going to be in ruins. And you can see this in the people you know personally as well. The folks who refuse to do the healing, who want to stay stuck in old paradigms of thinking, things like sexism, racism, homophobia, xenophobia, anything like that, or even just like being selfish in general, they are going to start having a lot of like bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, especially in 2024, until they finally make the shift and move through that portal like the rest of us. And the people who were already in this state of being a good person, wow, you're seeing abundance. And I see that for you. Honestly, I feel like most people who watch tarot, not all, but most people who watch tarot generally are self-aware people who have a lot of integrity. I say not all because I mean, I do readings for thousands of people. I heard everyone's questions. I've heard everyone's, you know, things that they have admitted to doing and thoughts that are on their mind. So most are very good people. But yeah, and then in January, I also felt like this huge collective shift taking place where so many people were being guided to an abundant mindset, like focusing on what they can do as opposed to what they can't do. I've been talking about this nonstop in so many readings. And so to have the abundance card come out for you in the month of June, yeah, you're on the right path here, especially with the happiness card as well. Oh my God. So Gemini is looking really great. We have truth coming out as well. Yeah, you're seeing people for exactly who they are. I think your intuition is more on point than it's ever been before, and it's continuing to get better and better and better. And you're now at the point where it's like, if you just sense that something's off in someone, you're not even going to bother with them. Like, you're not even going to wait and find out to see if your intuition is correct or like what's up with that. You're not even going to investigate. It's like, okay, this feels off. Not going to go there. Not going to do that. Not going to talk to that person. You know, even if you were excited, even if you really wanted to get to know someone or do something, the second the vibes are off, you're gone. Honestly, you're not waiting around. So, yeah, and when people listen to their intuition, oh my gosh, it is a recipe for happiness and abundance to come in so quickly. So that's amazing. I feel like people will be telling you their truths at this time, Gemini. You may notice people around you randomly opening up to you about like their deepest, darkest secrets, and you don't know why. And I'm going to explain to you why this is happening. Like, this could literally be like you meet up with a friend and maybe they bring a mutual friend who you never met before, or you don't really know, you're not that close to. And then while you're all hanging out, this mutual friend just tells you all of their deepest, darkest trauma and things that they're guilty of and all this stuff. And you're like, whoa, I literally just met you. If you have that experience a lot, that is a very psychic phenomenon. This happens to me all the time too. And the reason why this happens is when you are really connected to spirit and your truth and your intuition, and you cut away all of the things from your energy that are really like being an energy vampire and taking the light force energy out of you, and you step into your authentic self more and more and more, and you just like do the work to become yourself and to be healthy and be a light and, you know, let your light shine brightly and freely without dimming it. Shadows cannot exist with light, okay? So because you've raised your vibration, ascended, you're really spiritually connected, you're emitting very strong frequencies, very strong light frequencies, okay? And that is why people, for some reason, just completely like word vomit around you everything that they've been trying to hide within themselves. Okay? Because when there's such a strong force of light, it really like automatically, it's like a magnet for what people are trying to hide. And that's the thing. That's the funny thing about doing psychic readings and being a place for light and source energy to flow through, is that when people try to hide something, when people try lying, it like stands out more than anything else to the average psychically aware person. Like, the first thing you see is what they're trying to hide. The first thing you see is what's lying in the shadows that they're trying to suppress. Like, that becomes immediately apparent to you, to the point where, like, if your light is strong enough, if your authenticity is strong enough, people are literally just gonna be honest with you. Just tell the truth. You know, I've had so many people tell me crazy things, like their deepest, darkest, like, childhood traumas, like, they've killed people, they've cheated, like, all of this crazy stuff you would never tell anyone. People tell me the first time they meet me sometimes, and that is why. So I'm sharing this with you because a lot of you probably are experiencing this right now. There is a reason for it. Okay, so the truth is coming out for sure, and any people can't lie to you, Gemini. And also, the fact that you are a Gemini, I feel like Gemini energy, it's so funny because a lot of people view Gemini energy people as like cheaters or liars, but I feel like any of the air signs, like air, I correlate with truth. And Gemini in specific, I don't know why. There's no logical reason for this. I just, I feel like truth, like the concept, the energy of the truth and Gemini, it's like a similar vibration for me. I don't know why. I feel like Gemini energy gets to the truth of things. And yeah, people can't lie to you. So if there was anyone in your life who was lying to you, those truths are revealing themselves at this time. And also, I feel like you're seeing truths that aren't being spoken in the people around you. Like, you're reading the heck out of your friends, their relationships, mutual people that you meet, strangers. It's like, boom, this is the vibe I'm getting off. This is the energy. This is the truth of them. Like, immediately your intuition is on point. So we're going to get 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 to further elaborate this month ahead. We have the 7 of Wands, defending one's, self-defending one's energy. I feel like you're really standing up for people who can't defend themselves. Okay, you're not going to be one of those people who sit around and, like, if you're in a group and everyone's crap talking on a really nice person, you're not just going to sit there. Like, you're going to be like, hey, listen, this person's actually really nice and you need to get to know them in this way. So if you're a cross watcher, and you're asking about a Gemini friend, this is someone who defends you, who would defend you if you were ever to, you know, need them to defend you. If they're like in a group of people talking crap on you, they're gonna stand up for you. They're like a true friend, you know, with really good integrity. I am seeing that. And if you are a Gemini watching, I feel like you are that person with that good integrity. You stand up for people. You don't keep your mouth shut when there's an injustice. And that's like my biggest pet peeve, because, you know, people who are just flat out stupid and like racist, homophobic, all that bad stuff, that's one thing. What I can't tolerate is the people who put up with it and don't say anything, because that's the biggest form of evil in my opinion. Because, you know, the people who are hateful, they're just dumb. Like, they're just like slow in the brain, honestly. And it's the people who are intelligent enough to recognize that what that person is saying is wrong and they don't do anything about it. That's coward behavior. That is more evil, in my opinion, than the person who is saying and doing the dumb stuff. Because let's just take Adolf Hitler, for example. Why am I talking about so much dark stuff in your reading? Oh my God. Some of you guys might be watching a lot of like true crime or horror or something like that. But let's just take Hitler, for example. He would have just been some crazy guy on the street if people didn't tolerate him and, you know, didn't like stand up for him. Like, if people were to speak out and be like, hey, you're a moron, he would have not gotten anywhere. Okay. So I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent. Maybe there's someone in your space who is like that and you can't stand it. Or there's someone in your space who it's like, you don't want to tolerate being around them. Like, you don't even want to be around evil. You don't want to be around hatred. Oh my gosh. And I'm seeing here with truth also, you don't even want to be around friends or people who are like cheating on their significant other. As common as that is, you don't want to be anywhere near it. You don't want any parts of it, because you don't want them to dim your vibration first and foremost. And also, it makes you so angry. And and you're not the type of person to just be quiet about it. Like, you're the type of person who will absolutely tell on people, which I appreciate. We have the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse, the Sword of Truth. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some hidden information. People are trying to hide information. It's not gonna be hidden from you. You know, you really have a knack for seeing the truth in things. We have the Chariot card, scandalous. Forward movement, forward momentum. I'm also seeing a lot of travel here. And like I was saying, I was getting that vision of like being at a beach with like sandiness, swimming, jewelry, like going out, seeing more of the world. So a lot of you guys will be traveling this month, planning travel as well. And I'm seeing a lot of forward momentum and movement in your personal goals. But I mean, that's not really a surprise because you have the abundance card here. So definitely going outside of your comfort zone. I don't know why I'm getting like an image of where I live. There's this one town along the Atlantic Ocean on the eastern shore of the United States. This one town in New Jersey that like everyone from my county visits. And they go there in the summer, and for some reason I am thinking of that county. So a lot of you may be going to like your place that you make like a yearly trip to, if you have anywhere like that. Whatever that may be, whether it's a beach, whether it is the mountains, whether it is a lake house. I'm seeing some sort of travel. Okay. County fairs I'm seeing in my mind, or like piers. I was specifically thinking of like the pier there with like rides, like amusement park energy. So some of you may be going to something like that. Very interesting. Having a lot of fun though. Second row of cards out, we exactly. You have the High Priestess. I am not shocked. The High Priestess sees the truth. Absolutely. This is your energy this month. A lot of you are acting as this High Priestess in something that you're doing. So you may be offering tarot readings, psychic readings, just like I am. Or you could be having some sort of spiritual based business, even if you are like, let's just say you're a fashion designer, like the clothes that you're designing, you're doing it with strong purpose. You know, you could be designing cultural traditional clothes, or you could be designing clothes to make one feel like a goddess or god. You know, there's a spiritual purpose, using colors with spiritual meaning to it, like glamour magic. I am seeing a lot of like intentionality and spirituality in what you're doing. And also, again, the High Priestess sees the truth. Like, her intuition is on point. So the fact that this is coming out is such a huge confirmation for what we were just saying. Like, no one can hide anything from you. And in fact, people will be delivering the truth right to your ears, right to your doorstep directly without you having to ask, okay? People who try lying to you or try hiding the truth around you, there's just something about the frequency of your energy that makes them feel like they need to tell you the truth, even if you don't know people, which is the scary thing. Like, it's almost like when you're really young and you try lying to your mom or something, or your dad, and then you're just standing there and they're just staring at you, and then you just start like backtracking, and then you end up saying the truth anyways because you're getting nervous that you're gonna get like punished or something. That's the vibe you give off to people. Not that you're gonna punish anyone, but it's just like you have this sort of regal High Priestess energy about you, or High Priest energy about you, and it just really, people are honest with you and they trust you as well. Center of your spread is the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, new money, new abundance coming in. There could be a big purchase in your future as well. I am seeing a commitment that you're making. I want to see what card is next to this and around this, because I want to see more into this commitment. Okay, we have the Three of Cups coming out in reverse. Wow. I don't know why. Three of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. With this, all this talk about the truth, I think someone's cheating. Not on you, maybe. For the majority of you, it doesn't feel like you're cheating or you're being cheated on. If you suspect that, then that's a different story. But I feel like there's someone cheating in your life. Like, for example, a roommate or a friend or someone, they may be cheating on their partner, you know about it, and you're telling the partner, or like completely cutting that friend off, or they're being cheated on. I don't know why cheating is standing out here to me. Yeah, but you're committed, and it feels like you only want people with high integrity in your life. And you know, there's been studies done on this where people who cheat in their personal relationships, like you're literally lying to the person who's supposed to have the most amount of trust with you, those people equally cheat in business and career as well. That's just an overall character flaw. So it doesn't matter how you know someone. If they're willing to cheat on their partner, they're willing to cheat on your friendship, meaning they're not going to stick up for you in a room that you're not in if people are talking crap on you. They're willing to cheat in business, take shortcuts, lie to you in business, hide truths there, steal. Like, that is an overall character flaw when someone feels really comfortable in lying. And I am seeing you eradicating and walking away from anyone who gives off this liar energy, this hiding the truth energy. You know, you're not dealing with it anymore at all. And also, I think you're very stern about when you're seeing this behavior in other people. Like, if you have a great friend who, for example, is cheating, you're calling them out. And I think that is the mark of a good friend, when they're willing to call you out on your crappy behavior and help you grow and evolve. Honestly, those are friends you don't want to get rid of, because the friends, the partners who just kiss up to you all the time and tell you what you want to hear all the time, you're not going to achieve any growth with them. You know, they'll leave you in your bad habits that they see is destroying you. So it's really cool to have people call you out in a kind way, and I feel like you are doing that for other people, but not in a judgmental way, because I think you can also empathize with the fact that, you know, everybody does what they do for a reason, and there's roots in people's behaviors that lead to their past. So really interesting there. I don't know why, I'm just kind of intuitively feeling like a lot of Geminis will be starting their own like side business here this month. So you may be offering something, some sort of physical product, or like doing a side job as well, like physical product, working at like flea markets, or this could be like an extra like part-time job for like 2 days a week or something that you may be taking on just for some extra cash. And some of you may be offering tarot readings, you know, on the side for some extra cash. Third row of cards out here, we have the Page of Pentacles. Fascinating. Yeah, this is that extra money we're talking about, part-time work. It could even be getting gifts here. I remember I kept seeing jewelry and adornment. Some of you may be investing in your appearance in some way. It's definitely looking good financially. We have the Devil. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Devil and Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, be aware of anyone like this. Anyone who breaks their commitments. You don't want them in your life. And you know what? I feel like trust is something that is built gradually over time. You know, you don't just throw your trust out there to someone. So, I mean, even in the early days of friendship, if you make plans with someone, for example, and then they cancel the day of, you know, that's one sign. I can't trust you. I can't trust your word. Okay. If someone says, oh, I'm going to come over and help you do this, and then they never do it, and then it pushes back. Okay. That's another mark. I can't trust you. You know, it's those little signs in the beginning that are like the building blocks to trust. You shouldn't just open up your whole heart and soul to someone and trust them with your heart and soul if you haven't gone through the little tiny steps first. You know, learning how to build trust gradually, it was something I really had to learn, because when I was younger, I would just overshare everything. You know, in my mind, I was just this open book, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate as a Gemini. And I would just tell them my whole life story, anyone. But what I didn't realize is I was forming intimacy with them by doing that. I was handing my heart over to them by doing that, and developing feelings for them and caring about that person by opening up so much before I would build trust with them, right? And then they would end up breaking my trust or not handling my heart delicately, when in reality, I should have opened up little by little alongside doing little things to see if I could trust that person and build trust with them. Little things such as like, hey, you know, I know you're coming over. Would you be able to like stop at a convenience store to like, you know, pick something up for me? You know, if they can't do something as simple as that, like, are they a trustworthy person? If they don't show up and say like, oh, happy birthday, are they someone you really want to give your heart to? If they don't show up to something important for you, or they're late, these are all little signs of like, I can't trust you. And that's why like the little things in relationships are so important. Like, if you have a partner and they don't get you anything for your birthday or Valentine's Day, and then they don't, you know, they show up late to something that was important to you, or they forget to, do a very important task, like pick your kid up from school or something. And it's all of these little things piled on top of each other that just shows an overall inability to trust that person. They don't even have to lie, cheat, or steal. It's the little things in life. They can't even handle that. How can you trust them for bigger things like commitment, like not going anywhere? So I don't know, man. There's an element here with that. When the devil comes out in readings as well, sometimes, and especially surrounded by these pentacle cards here, this can show me physical lust and pleasure. So I would say be careful of masking any problems that may exist in relationships with your physical lust, okay? And yeah, some of y'all are freaks this month, and definitely more happiness, more abundance, more fun coming in. Okay, final card out, we have the Fool in reverse. Oh, this just reminded me of that Cranberry song, Linger. Oh, I'm just a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Sorry. Some of y'all might be going to a concert or some music this month, maybe. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of new chapters wanting to emerge for you. I just dropped a card on the ground. Let me see what that is. Yeah, 8 of Wands. See, there's a lot of positivity going on in your life, a lot of positive forward momentum and new people, popularity, experiences coming in. And the overall message here is like, don't be afraid to release anybody who has like a lower energy and integrity than you have. And don't be afraid to start a new chapter. Another thing here is like, you have great ideas for things you want to start. Like I was saying before, like I was seeing a new business, especially spiritual based business for a lot of you. And new environments, new connections wanting to come through, definitely embrace them because they're bringing in so much happiness and abundance, okay? So definitely enjoy your month. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.